Hi guys, it's Erin! Welcome to the channel. So today I'm going to build the grossest apartment ever. So I decided that I wanted to see just how nasty of an apartment I could do in The Sims 4. So that's what I'm doing here today. So I started out, I took the Culpepper House apartment and I stripped it down and I started using the grossest looking stuff I could. So I'm pulling from City Living the used cabinets and counters and appliances, and had some issues placing right here. But the goal is just to make it as nasty as possible because everything's always so shiny and bright in The Sims, and I wanted to see if we could make it not be. So once I finally get those all set up, I'm going to start looking for some gross decor. And I really didn't think I was going to find much. I was pleasantly surprised. So I'm trying to get that placed. And it took me a minute to realize that the walls are really tall in this apartment. I don't know why it's got such high ceilings, but anyway. So I pulled those all down a couple of times. And did you know that there is a rug in The Sims 4 that it's called it's like synthetic food, and it basically just looks like food splatters. So I'm going to be using the heck out of that in just a second. But make sure if you're going to download this from the gallery at my origin ID is Sweet Mommy Angel. Use the move objects code before you place it, because if you don't, there will be some things, a lot of things, that do not place correctly. So I wanted an exhaust fan here for the stove, but I couldn't get, that looked too shiny and new. And quite frankly, they all look a little bit too new, but I finally did find one. It just took me like forever. I thought I was going to use that one, but it just doesn't look right. I wanted to pop through the wall on the other side, and I don't know, I wasn't happy with it. So, then I decided to go with that one. It was just beat up enough that I found it believable. So that's the one I picked. Now I am going through and I'm looking for a gross looking table. Now, unfortunately, the best you can get is cheap and kind of old looking. But with the right stuff, the right decor, clutter items, you can make it look gross. So that's good. I went with the metal folding chairs for the table because I don't want there to be anything nice in this apartment. I just want it to be the most horrible, horrible hoarder's nest that you could ever imagine. That my 9-year-old looked at it when I showed it to her, and she said, I think it'd be better to be homeless. And she said, it's disgusting. And I was so proud. I was like, yes, it is. That is exactly what I was going for. I have spent a lot of time doing sunny, happy stories for my Sims, or they struggle and then they win. But I've never had them start out in such horrible conditions. So I am excited to come up with a story where I can use this apartment. All the rooms will be uploaded onto the gallery once this video is done. Like I said, my origin ID is Sweet Mommy Angel. You'll be able to download them from the gallery there. So at first I wasn't having a lot of luck. I put a piece of coal and some paint cans. Wah, wah. Hold on, I think I have a sound effect. There you go. Yes. So, and now you see I've gone through and I have changed the floors to the worn carpet from City Living and the dirtiest tiles from Strangerville, and the cracked looking linoleum, I don't remember the name for it, from City Living as well. And then I went through and I took the molded wallboard, I think it is, wallpapers for the apartment, and I put those up. And now I'm trying to find a grody toilet. Unfortunately, there just really isn't a grody looking toilet in The Sims 4. So I just decided to go with the cheap toilet. Unfortunately, that made me a little bit sad that I couldn't find a grody one. But it'll be all right. Once it's all, you'll see. It's very gross. So I used the communal shower from University, and then I found these in the rugs. They're like splatter, nasty stains for your floor, and I was just like, yes, I can do this. Okay, so, and then I thought about adding some of those, but they're just too bright and pretty, honestly. I found these yucky footprints and piles of newspapers I could add, and oh, it looks so brilliantly disgusting. I'm so excited. So, and then I placed that sink from Parenthood through some piles of laundry on the floor, and now I'm looking for some clutter pieces to make it look really bad. There's not a lot for the bathroom, but I did use that because I like to think that the tub is so old and disgusting and filled with dirt that plants just started growing in it. I felt like that was a good way to go with it. You'll see I used more of those floor splatter rugs there, and moving the synthetic food little tiny rugs around. Yeah, I stuck one on the sink and one on the stove. I actually have not play tested it yet though, so those may have to be pulled off. I am not sure. If they do, I will let you guys know in the gallery. But see, now I'm trying to find a bed. And I figured it doesn't get more uncomfortable and horrible than a cot. So now I'm looking for the most beat up looking dressers that you could use, because nothing in this apartment should be nice. I found that one where it looks like the lacquer is all chipped off of it, and then there's another one that I found, and there's even a beat up end table that you can use. So, and then I was lucky enough, I found that there's another set as well that I use in the second bedroom. You see, just putting globs of dirt and paper and junk all over the floor. Splatter stain rugs. They're so deliciously gross. So then I was like, oh, I was going to use that for a living room, and I realized it was supposed to be a bedroom. So I just scooted my table over, and this made the most horrible living area ever. So then, yeah, these are supposed to be furniture that you unlock by buying them at the flea market. But I just went ahead and placed them in there. And unfortunately, I accidentally did not record placing a lot of these clutter items, the crates, and resizing them and lifting them. But you'll be able to see everything, how it goes together in the walkthrough that we'll do at the end of the video. So hopefully you guys will forgive me for that. I found a bunch of file folders and stacks of papers to use, and I sized down that airplane motor piece stuck it in there. I figured, why not? It's something totally random that shouldn't be in an apartment. And then here, let's see. Oh, yeah, I found this little table to go into the bedroom as well. And resized some of the crates and put them around. As you can see, there's a lot of items that you can use to just really create this horrible aesthetic that would be great for story play. So I had a couple of issues placing. I really tried to put one of those file boxes right there from Strangerville, but I just could not get it to look like it belonged there. Even when I resized it, it didn't see. It looks like it's floating, and I didn't like that, even when I sized it down. So I went ahead and got rid of it and just stuck some more stacks of papers. I figured that looks messy enough. It doesn't have to be a bunch of different clutter items if it's just stacks of papers. I wanted to be able to put some cobwebs up as well, but unfortunately the cobwebs from Spooky Stuff just look too decorative. So then I decided that metal frame bed would go good in this bedroom here, and I found these are the other beat up dressers that I found. I found that, and there's an end table that goes with it that I'll place here in just a second. And so then I'm just like, what can I put over here to make it just look really bad, really gross? See, there's the other beat up end table. Then, yeah, turned that table sideways and I found these clocks. I'm like, yes, big old clocks. That would be something that would be in a hoarder's apartment. There would be, no reason for them to have them, but they're going to have them anyway. So I had trouble placing that clock as well. It didn't quite want to look right. I had to really shrink it down and fiddle with its positioning to get it to look like it was actually sitting on the crate. And then I decided they should have a desk in this bedroom. So if they can get enough money, or if you wanted to use this apartment in eco-living, you could dumpster dive. So then I placed these lily pads in the corner to make it look like there was plants growing out of their floor. And I wanted to use the flowered ones too, but they just looked too pretty. So once again, I passed on those. So we're back to putting disgusting, gross splatters on the, these are for the wall. And they're so deliciously gross. It made me so happy to find them. And so, I mean, I may have overused them a little bit, but the point was to make it look really disgusting. So I don't know if there really is a using it too much. Then I put a mouse hole over in the corner up on the top of the counter. I thought that was a nice touch to make it look really disgusting as well. I was hoping to find some gross curtains, like not just Spooky Stuff curtains, but like something that looked old and faded and run down. Unfortunately, I didn't really see anything like that. So I'm back to putting some clutter on tables and desks, and that just, I don't know what that noise was. As my computer, and every time I hit this point in the recording, it makes that noise. Maybe I'm running out of recording space. I don't know. But I went ahead and I just gave it the once over, and we're ready for the walkthrough. So as you come in, you just see it is a nightmare. There's food on the tables, on the floors, around the counter. Now, before I uploaded it to the gallery, I did take that tall cabinet out because it's just, it didn't realize that it overlapped with that shelf before I did the walkthrough. So, there's a weird chunk of coal on the floor. You got footprints, scratches, stains. It just, there's odd pipes protruding from the walls. And so now we go through the door into the disgusting bathroom where it's just a nightmare. Gross stuff growing in the tub, laundry all over the floor, stains on the floor. We come out into the living area and walk across the horrible newspapers on the floor to go into this bedroom where this is where dreams come to die, I think. Oh, it's just really gross. And if you wanted to make things grosser, you could probably put a hamper or two on the lots and not add any laundry facilities whatsoever. See, they've just got everything all over the place. They can't even get to the Christmas decorations. Old worn out sofa, crates. You come through into the other bedroom, and it's a nightmare as well. You like to sleep somewhere clean and healthy. This is not the bedroom for you. This whole apartment was designed to make your Sims cry. Oh, and make me laugh. There's a used air conditioner over there in that pile of junk. Some Bunsen beakers and more stains and craft stuff and totes. And come out here onto the balcony. It's the only even halfway pleasant part of the home. So that's the build. It's uploaded to the gallery as the Horrible Hoarder. Search Horrible Hoarder or Sweet Mommy Angel, and you will find these. And I really hope you enjoyed the build. I hope you come back for another video. Please subscribe if you got this far. Hit the like button. Share the video. That's what helps the channel grow. Thanks, guys. Have a great day. Bye.